how energizing of a win can this be for this team?
We'll take any win we can get right now. Great energy in the locker room. Just competed our butts off tonight, so we're trying to weather this storm until we get healthy. But we're fired up in there.
There were a couple times where you were chirping with the fans. How much do you enjoy kind of that back and forth?
I just like competing. It can be cornhole, ping pong, you name it. I'm competing still. The energy was great in here all night. They're on a back-to-back, so they were a little bit tired, I think, initially. A little bit of a slow start, but then you could feel the competition picking up, so I live for that.
How would you describe the confidence you're playing with right now?
Always been confident, man. I just haven't had the chance to really settle in and get an opportunity to play extended minutes. And I've talked about it before. Last year, my role was completely different. So, the goal for me was to come in and bring energy. This year, they've allowed me to kind of orchestrate a little bit, have the ball in my hands, get other guys involved, make plays. And so, when the coaching staff gives you that level of confidence, it's pretty easy to go out there.
Steve said one of the differences he feels like with your game is your shot has come along. I mean, how would you describe the development of your shot over the last?
It's been years. I think you'll hear a lot of guys talk about it throughout the league. It's not an overnight process. Couldn't shoot the ball at all in college. And first couple years out, had some coaches I worked with and just put the hours in, man. I'm a believer that give me a couple years to figure something out, I'm going to figure it out. And just have a lot of guys that push me to be my best version of myself every day in this organization. So thankful for, can't name all the player development coaches, but all those guys that have put in the work with me.
When did it, has there been a season that you feel like it has taken a significant leap?
Yeah, this summer. But anybody that plays this game will tell you that you have the ball in your hands a little bit more, just a level of comfort. Last year I'm checking in, like I said, we're down 20. It's really come in and bounce off the walls and give us energy. So not necessarily in a shooter's mindset. This year, like I said, just a little bit more opportunity and, feel pretty poised out there.
Pat, to follow up on that, aside from the opportunity, which is clearly there, in these last couple of weeks, what do you think has clicked the most for you?
I don't know if there's anything necessarily that's clicked. It felt this way this summer. I felt like I had a really good camp. But we've got pretty much the same crew back, so I knew the opportunity would probably be pretty limited early on. So I wouldn't say there's anything that I didn't flip a switch. There wasn't something overnight that went off. I felt really good coming into this year. I put a lot of work in this summer, and so I wouldn't say it was like an overnight flip of the switch. It was more so just, like I said, the opportunity.
You jam your finger on the opening session?
I did. I was trying to. We were supposed to gap it. I didn't gap it probably the whole night. It just felt like it was pretty low, and went to gap it last second. Just got it jammed. I'm good. Just a jam finger.
What did Trace give you guys tonight?
What did Trace?
Yeah.
Incredible. Energy on the glass. I don't know what his rebounds were at, but if he didn't have a ton of them, it felt like he was all over the place. Just when he plays with that motor, man, he's a beast. I always get on him just to bring it. If he has that kind of juice, he's a difference maker for us. So, he's in a similar boat as the boat that I was in. He's not getting a ton of minutes, and so trying to pick his spots when he gets in there. I think the one thing for him is just having a ridiculous amount of energy when he gets in. He doesn't have to shoot the ball. So there's no reason he can't be screaming, yelling on defense, orchestrating us from back there. Proud of him, man. We put a lot of work in together.
He scored a season high 14. What was he doing to be successful out there?
Gee,
Yeah.
incredible. Same thing with Trace. High energy guy. Ball never sticks with Gee. Gets the ball side to side. Going to defend. Just consummate hard workers. So those guys, us three, we spent a lot of time together in play groups, and to see it come to fruition tonight, it's pretty cool.
How much did what happened in Philly late sting you guys in the lineup that you're talking about in particular, and how much does what happened tonight kind of, I guess, ease that?
Yeah, I mean, we gave that one away a number of times, whether that was getting down 20 right out of the gate to those guys. Felt like a little bit of deja vu tonight, trying to get that damn ball in bounds. But you know what? Steve drew up in a great play. We got the ball in bounds today, and that's what it is. You got 82 games, man. You got to live and learn from all those games. I do struggle to brush it under, sweep it under the rug a little bit. Stings a little bit more for me than maybe guys who have played for a long time and they realize it's one of 82. I don't get that many opportunities. So it hurts for guys like us who, we're trying to make a mark. But ultimately, we learned from it and came out of here tonight with a win.
It was kind of strange that you were inbounding from basically like the same spot in a similar situation. Is that spot on the court difficult to inbound it?
You know what? You're allowed to go back court now. So it shouldn't be. But they've got some athletes over there, and they're long and athletic, and they had nobody on the ball, so they've got an extra defender. So, yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be that tough to get it in, but teams are athletic, and they made it tough on us. But I don't care. We got it done.